Hello everyone! The first lesson for Modern Studies this week is going to look at obesity and the links to health inequalities. This video will hopefully help you with some of the tasks, however please do remember to ask your teacher anything. You can play this video as many times as you like, so pause, rewind, anything that you find useful. I know some of you will be thinking, what on earth has obesity or weight got to do with health inequalities? Because we are looking at modern studies and we are looking at, as you'll see on our outcomes, so for level 4, contributing to discussion on the extent to which people's needs should be met by the state or individual. Obesity is a lifestyle factor which can have an impact on people's health, and there are questions around whether someone deserves the same kind of treatment if they have done nothing to reduce their own mistakes, or for example, if they have been declared by a doctor morbidly obese, which means very, very, very overweight and at risk with their health. If they have taken no steps to reduce that, do they still deserve the same opportunities as others who are not in that category? So when we're looking at obesity and lifestyle factors, this is why we study this kind of area. Your first task is to do a mind map. If you wish to do this on paper, you can. Please remember at the end of each of these slides, there are slides where you can upload photos of your work if you find that easier for you. I also know that some of you are doing hours and hours at a computer every day. So if you want to flick through the PowerPoint and take a note of the tasks, then go away and do them away from a screen, please feel that you can do that. We are not insisting that you sit at a screen all day because it's not good for you physically or mentally, okay? I am looking for a minimum of 4 things off the top of your head that obesity can be linked to. And because we are looking at health inequalities, don't just say, oh, I sat on the sofa all day. What is the impact of obesity? I'm on about long-term, huge overweightness. And I'm not meaning obese in that someone might be overweight, but they exercise a lot because it's muscle. I'm on about obesity where it's people don't have muscle, it is fat storage and it's unhealthy. What health problems can that lead to? Can it have an emotional impact? Can it impact their social circle? Can it impact what they can and can't physically manage? Things like that. 4 minimum. You can add more if you like. All you have to do is copy and paste the boxes onto there. Or like I say, you could do a bullet point list or do this on paper if you prefer. There's then some facts for you to look through. Now, I've skipped that on the video because you should all be able to read. Please remember, if you have a Chromebook, you do have the Read Write software available. That will talk out the words to you. That was very bad English, Miss Smith. But it will speak anything for you. So it will dictate, it will read it for you, or it means you can put a coloured background, a coloured overlay on the slides. Please remember these slides are also yours, so if you do want to change the font size, colour, the background colour to make it easier to read, do it. That is for you. One of the things I do want to mention briefly is BMI. BMI is Body Mass Index. This is a tool, a scale that doctors in the NHS will use, developed in line with the NHS and the Food Standards Agency. That is the government organisation that looks at what is healthy eating, what we should be advised to eat, 5 portions of fruit and veg, oily fish, nuts and legumes, things like that. You're going to look a little bit at BMI here, but please, please, please do not obsess over this. I say this because I'm aware that there might be people watching this who are critical about their own weight or worried about it. Do not be. BMI is very much based on numbers. It does not look at you as a person, which also gives you a hint at a question that's about to come up. Someone can be classed on the BMI scale that you'll see on the screen as obese, okay? Because their height and their weight says to the doctor they should be obese. However, that person might be exercising every day, eating a really balanced diet, training at the gym. It could be muscle weight. They're doing it sensibly. They're doing it under doctor's orders. So although their BMI says they're obese, actually they're very healthy. Whereas you could have someone who is deemed as being underweight on the BMI, but it's because they have a health condition and they're trying to put on weight or they're trying to do something, and that's the reason. So although we are looking at this, we are aware that this is not accurate, so please don't go and think about this. It's just to let you know it's a tool doctors use. If someone was not exercising and not eating healthily and they were putting themselves at risk, the doctor may use this to highlight why it's so dangerous. So the way this works, they take your height, which goes up and down the way, okay, vertically on that axis there, along with your weight, okay, on the horizontal axis, and they essentially work up the way to find a point. So if you were, now you've got weight in pounds as the black number, weight in kilograms here. So if you were, say, 65 kilos and you were about 60 to 65 and you're about 5'3", you're going to be kind of in the normal category. Depending on your height, you might be a little bit into the overweight, but the chances are that's your muscle. Bear in mind, lots of people are also weighed wearing shoes and clothes. That doesn't help, and things like that. So your question there is, why might BMI not be good thing to use for everybody? We do have to be careful when we use this, but it could be very, very useful for doctors or medical professionals to use. You'll then look at the cost of obesity. When we talk about the cost of obesity, yes, we mean financially, so yes, we mean money, but we also mean the cost on humans, okay? The diseases, the illnesses that it spreads. Again, there are some facts and figures there for you. And you're also going to look at why it happens in terms of calories. Again, please do not obsess over this. These slides are made as a general overview. They do not take into account dietary requirements, illnesses that someone may already have, a disease, the history of someone's health, but we are looking at a generic idea. At the bottom there, you'll see a little photo of the traffic lights. I wonder how many of you notice those on your food or on your energy drinks. We're saying we need fat. Everybody needs fat to be healthy, okay? The saturated fats are the ones that are not very good, and you don't want high salt either. So if you're interested in this, you can do a little bit more. So all you would have to search on Google would be food traffic light, and you should get some examples of that. There's an activity there to fill in the blanks. I have given you the words at the bottom, but you will not use them all, okay? I have given you some what we call red herrings, some surprises, some extra ones just to see if you can get it right, but it shouldn't take you long. We then look at the link to inequality. I would like your opinions on what you think the government could or should be doing to mean that obesity actually is not linked to those in poorer communities. And then you have your favourite. I'm giving you a P question today. Yes, you can giggle. Yes, any family in the background giggling. Yes, I am asking your child to P in links to modern studies, not anything else. It's a way of structuring your answer. I've given you an example there and some success criteria here. This will take you 15 to 20 minutes if you are doing it properly. Please challenge yourself. Don't just go, oh, I'm just going to do the all. I'm just going to do the two reasons to back it up. If you think you can try the most, try it. Even if you don't finish it, give it a go. Have a read through that, ask your teacher if you have any questions, and please just get in touch with us if we can help in any way.